It's week 5 of the NFL, and the spotlight is on Roquan Smith. He'll get after you every chance he can get on defense. It's the Ravens and the Steelers, and it's all up next.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. And just like that, the season has reached October. Joined by Brock Hewitt up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, I don't know about you, but I always feel like the smells start to change in October. It just really starts to smell like fall, smell like football, second month of the regular season. And these next few games take on a greater importance moving forward.
Gosh, I wish I had a sense of smell. Mine is so bad, but I love what you're cooking right there. And I love this.
Ball is teed up, Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Baltimore. Return coming from the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
Gets this one to Andrews. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. He finds space for a few yards that time. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Slot man in motion right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We're going to have a stoppage here as we look to see that's Rashad Bateman, who was injured on the play. He's being tended to. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. Surprisingly, had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. So no return on that punt. And the Steelers will take over possession. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. And bringing them out an electrifying runner and a former first-round pick back in 2021, Justin Fields.
There's still lots of people around the NFL that believe that Justin Fields' best football's in front of them. Major believers of him as an upper-tier quarterback. And the reason why, Kate, is he's got physical traits that are just unique and different. He can run it like a running back, and he can spin a football as well. In fact, that running ability is some of the best in the game. But just continuing to build and refine his game as a passer between the tackles, that will be the key to the longevity of his career.
Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Running behind center with Harris. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 20-yard line.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Fields. That's caught. Keenan Allen. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Taken in by Harris. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Ravens will go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. 1st down. Here's Lamar. Throw left side, caught by Andrews. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Holcomb there on the stop. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
And 5 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, he's got Andrews. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Met and stopped by Alex Highsmith. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
And 2.
Henry's going to try to pick it up. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. This one's to Andrews outright. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They send a tight end in motion. They go play fake with Jackson. And the Steelers get home. They drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting, right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. No return on that punt. And it'll be their football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Off play action. It's Fields. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a gain of 22. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
A tight end in motion now. Now an inside handoff to Harris. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Harris once more.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Running it after the penalty. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Gets this one to Harris. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Baltimore running its offense out now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty.
That penalty is declined.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. From the gun, Jackson. Andrews with the catch. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
All twitched up. They were ready to get it on 3rd and inches, but now a much different situation awaiting them after that false start. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down, and he made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly, but he sure made that one look routine.
Lamar out of the pistol. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Escapes, and this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. They've got a man in motion. Trying again, following the sack. Hauled in left side. Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds.
Kid, I was on the field with a young high school quarterback just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other and give him a chance to make a play.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. So we'll take a pause for the injury, and that looks like Derrick Henry, who's in need of some assistance out there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Walker hauls it in. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Jukes one defender, and he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was, just focused on executing the play in front of him.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. First down throw for Jackson. He's on the move. Taking off with it again. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he'll go down here at the 16. We'll pause now for an injured player, and no problems identifying who this is. It's a big one, folks. It is Lamar Jackson who's shaken up after that one. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Pass play now. Pressure's there, and the steel curtain closes on him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long. That's going to be caught by Washington. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. That's incomplete left side. George Pickens, the intended target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Fields out of the gun. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. New set of downs for him from the 46. From the gun, they go with Harris. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding. Offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Looking to throw, Fields. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They give to Harris from the gun. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Fields looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston to punt it away once more. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. It's fielded at the 14. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. Officially a 55-yard launch. And they're going to take over possession. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Another carry for him. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle.
He was tackled
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Here's Jordan Stout coming on again to punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. And after the punt, the offense comes out onto the field. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. A carry by Harris here to start the drive. And that's good for a gain of 5. Justin Matabike making that stop. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Now it's Fields. He's on the move. He can run it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Steelers 1st down. Najee takes this one. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Offside. Defense.
So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. They'll hand it off to Harris. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He stopped at the 17. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
Right up the gut. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. Back-to-back carries here. And he's able to get this down to the 13. This one goes for 3 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
And the Steelers 1st down.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Running behind center with Harris. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. First throw for the backup now. Bails out of the pocket quick. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Here's Harris. And he got there to make the stop at the line of scrimmage. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. Throwing from near his own goal line. Gets this one to Andrews. And he's out of bounds just short of the 15-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Slot man motioned over. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Encroachment, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
Now talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate 1st down following that encroachment flag. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens looking for a score before halftime. They're now set for 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end left. From midfield now. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, this is one of the occasions, Kate, where this defense got to just keep chopping wood. Keep chopping wood. I know they're a little more careful about actually having axes in locker rooms anymore after injuries, but the mantra is the same. You can't look at the scoreboard nor worry about what your offense is doing. You got to keep punishing your opponent.
And the Steelers going nickel. 3rd down. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Running it after the penalty. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. The Steelers calling their first timeout. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will take over deep on their own side. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Fields. Escapes the pocket. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 23. He's got Harris. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. First down throw for Fields. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Taken in by Harris. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So we've reached halftime here in Baltimore. The Ravens flying into the break with a lead. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Jonathan Brooks, a touchdown run in the victory. If you missed the first half, there's not much to get you caught up on. Just the lone field goal accounting for the entirety of the scoring. A 3-0 game to this point, as both defenses have been strong so far.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Play action, Fields. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Washington, incomplete. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Fields to throw it. And oh, he drops it. He had all the space in the world. Brock, he got behind the defense, and he just looked away before he brought it in. A big missed opportunity. Fields on 3rd. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. Spin move. Uh-oh, ball's out. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. And Baltimore finishes the return in the end zone. Touchdown! The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. He took off with it, which they give him full license to do when he sees an opening, Brock. But he couldn't keep it secure, and it winds up in a defensive touchdown.
Kate, I played for coaches that when you scramble, they force you to have 2 hands on the ball because they know this. They know these defenders love for these moments. They attack the looseness of that ball security. Quarterbacks, unlike running backs, don't always know how to tuck that ball away. And this defense, well, they took advantage.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Steelers first down. New set of downs for him at the 38.
First down, Steelers.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Give that tackle to Broderick Washington. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Harris once more. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2. Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first.
Encroachment, defense.
Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for him now, following the penalty. They'll run here, following the penalty. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Staying on the ground with Harris. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down. Now Fields. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. This one intended for the running back. And 4th and 4 coming up. They do snap it. Here's Fields. He's on the move. He takes it himself. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down. Fields throwing here. Has it in close. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It ended up being a failure right up front. The entire play, when you get in these goal-to-go situation, hinges on that initial surge. It gives some credit to the defense. They win right there at the point of attack, and because of it, well,
And he's in for the touchdown. The Steelers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Najee Harris, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
the momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Finds him over the middle. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. Steelers have it. Headed the other way. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Handoff on 2nd and short. Across the 45 and still going. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run. That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still second down.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. 2nd and 8. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Option design here. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. He'll look to throw. Pass complete to Walker. And he gets him around 6 there. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. It's going to be a pickup of about 2. That leaves him with 3rd and 9. Man in motion, out of the slot. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Got Washington. It's complete. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's Fields to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now we stop. Looks like somebody was hurt on that play, and it's, oh no. Oh, it's a big one. Justin Fields getting looked at by the medical staff after that snap. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. A run here with Harris. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Najee takes this one. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Looking for a throw here. That throw finds Pickens. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the gun, they go with Harris. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Doesn't have the hook up there. Incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up. They're throwing it. He just throws this one away. Following that incompletion, we got an injured player on the field in need of a look from the trainers. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw. That's caught for the first. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers parlay the interception into points. Najee Harris, the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers take a 4-point lead.
14, Ravens 10.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Washington now to return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Ravens ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And you tell us this all the time, Brock. Touchdowns aren't the only stats that make a quarterback, right? Yep, he's nodding right now. But the absence of any from his ledger, well, that's problematic. And his struggles are indicative of the challenge that this offense as a group has really been fighting all game long. They've got first down from the 31. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Escapes out to the left. Now here he goes. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
A 7-yard loss brings up third down.
So we're through 3 here. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Let's see what they went with on third down. Pass play coming here. Stays upright. Forced out to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground.
The quarterback on the scramble.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And a fair catch made here at the 17. The Steelers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. They'll come out throwing. He's on the move. He can run it. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. But, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Fields out of the gun. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and a defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Running behind center with Harris. And he'll do what he can. That carry gets to the 35-yard line. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Fields looking to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And that brings up 4th and long. The Steelers set to punt it. It'll be Cameron Johnston doing the honors. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Ravens will go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to the well again. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd down and 13.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Steelers have it, headed the other way!
3rd down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing 4th down, they're off the field completely.
The Steelers and this running back headed back out for a new series. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Has it down close. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers drive their lead to 11.
Ravens 10.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Washington now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Ravens trotting out their offense. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Cut out left. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
Now looking to throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. Oh boy. They cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Fields on 1st down. Avoids the sack. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Fields. That's going to be caught by Washington. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Motioning the tight end now. Fields now on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
Well, I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They give it to him again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third down, 1 yard to go. Off play action, it's Fields. Bails out of the pocket quick. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that extends their lead to 14.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
He's got a lane up past the 30. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense has eaten, it's been a tough watch.
Now there's the flag. It looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
Ball start. Offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively. Play caller, quarterback, offensive line. Yeah, they're going to have to regroup and figure out how to protect this quarterback first and foremost. Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. Fourth and forever coming up. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme 6.
Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Washington now to return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Back out runs their offense. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. Back to the air following the pick 6. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Another try following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. Offense in the hurry up here. 3rd and long for him here. The trick play unsuccessful. His throw falls incomplete. 4th down coming up. And before we get the kick, we're going to get a timeout. Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. A 9-yard rip on the ground there, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Steelers on their way to their 3rd win of the year. Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
4 yards. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Another carry for him. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners, as we say so long from Baltimore.